Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, hello there, I'm Degen. This is Diablo Immortal, and I'm going to be talking about the vault here while I run a vault. So, what I'm doing here isn't a vault. I just want to raise some awareness that you can, in fact, leave on the 3rd floor. I know a lot of people don't know if you can or if it screws over your team. Now, if you're a shadow right now on the 1st cycle, it can be pretty tough. There's been times where, like, I'll go into floor 4 and I'll die instantly before I even see an immortal on my screen. And, it's tough. It's rough. This cycle specifically is gonna be bad. So, like, the next cycle probably won't be as bad because all these crazy guilds that are immortals right now won't be immortals next cycle. That could be a while, though. I don't know how long a cycle lasts. Could be 2 weeks, could be 3, 4 weeks. But if you leave on floor 3, you still get to keep all your gold and hilts. So basically what you want to do is you got to make sure you kill all the wardens. Because if you don't kill the wardens, it doesn't matter what floor you're on. The immortals can come in. Either way. So kill the wardens. But if you go to floor 4, it doesn't matter if there's wardens or not. Immortals will come in on floor 4. It does not matter. Floor 4 is like open season. You'll probably be killed. Unless you're like queuing in with friends. Of course, if you're like queuing in with a pre-made PvP team or something, then that's a totally different ball game. You already know what you're doing. You probably don't even need to be in this video. You know what the deal is. And you guys are just like seeking out immortals to hunt. And yeah. But if you're just with randos, it can be way too risky to do that. Now, one thing is if you leave a vault early, like on floor 3 or even an earlier floor than that, you're not screwing over your team. They can still proceed, because if a person leaves, then it just means only 3 people are needed to push the buttons to go to the next floor. So you're not like trapping your team or anything like that. Yeah. The only thing you're screwing them on maybe is the PvP section, because they're probably going to be 3v4 without you. But there's a good chance that other people on your team are going to leave on floor 3 anyways. Now, I don't know much about the Immortal side of the vault, because I haven't been an Immortal. And, because right now we're only on the 1st cycle ever. So, only a few guilds know what it's like to be an Immortal. And I am not one of those guilds. But, it doesn't sound super fun. Because, from what I understand, this is just from reading Reddit and stuff, they are competing against each other for, like, who can enter. Some servers, though, I think have it, like, organized lines and things going in, so that's potentially a little better. But some servers, I think, are just a free-for-all, like, everyone spamming the button on the door. And that sounds kind of annoying, like, to have to compete with your own guildies and other alliance clans. Now, the other thing is, another thing that I read on Reddit, although I don't know if this is Immortal propaganda or not, the first comment said that. It sounds like if you are a shadow and you manage to clear all 4 floors, it's supposed to take away a legendary piece of loot from the Immortal Vault. So that means less rewards for them at the end of the week, or at the end of the cycle, I should say. But here's the thing. You don't get those rewards as a shadow. So if you don't, if you do that and you cock-block them from getting a reward, you don't even get to claim the reward as a shadow yourself, is my understanding. So you're essentially just cock-blocking someone, but you're not getting it in return. So why would anyone want that? I think everyone should want shadows to not do that, because even the immortals get more rewards if shadows don't clear the floor 4. So maybe it's just better for everyone. That's what I think, anyways. But it also, I think, is just like Immortals trying to convince people to try and run floor 4. But I don't want to do that because I want to get my bonus gold and my bonus hilts. If you go into floor 4, I mean, it depends on the server too. Some servers are mega hard, like tons of whales that are Immortals, and some are probably a lot more chill with a lot more free to play. I'd say my server is like nothing super crazy. Like, the Immortal guilds are definitely good, but they're not as crazy as I've seen, like, some servers from other content creators and stuff like that. But, yeah. On average, the Immortals are probably much stronger than the non-Immortals at this current cycle. But like I said, as the cycles change and move on, these guys won't be Immortals forever, so maybe in the future it will be a little bit easier, because other people will be Immortals. Alright, we're coming up on floor 3 exit. So I'm just going to exit, and we're going to see if other people in my team exit. I really feel bad when they don't. I feel like I'm abandoning them and whatever, and I don't know these people, it's just a random queue. So we'll see if they exit or not. Looks like they're not exiting. I am definitely going to exit, though. Oh yeah, I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm going to exit. And I don't know if that's bad. Like, is that non-kosher if you're the only one? See, I still get the gold and the hilts. Now, if I was to go on to floor 4 and if I was to go on to floor 4 and die, then you don't get that. You get a couple of hilts. You get like 40 hilts or something, which is much less. But if you win, of course you get more. But I have had bad experiences with it, so I just leave on floor 3. I just wanted to show that you can leave on floor 3 without penalty or anything like that. And because, like I said, sometimes I will jump into a vault, we'll go onto floor 4, and I'll die before the Immortals are even on my screen. I am just instantly dead. These Immortals, they're really strong. They're too good. They're way too good for me. If you're like if you're free to play or you're like a really low spender, it's gonna be a tough time in there. But anyways, that's all I got. So hopefully this enlightened some on floor 3. I know there's been a lot of question if you can leave on floor 3 or not, and I just leave on floor 3. Unless I was with a pre-made, then maybe I wouldn't, but anyways, good luck in your vault runs. See ya!